Imagine a world where you, the player, control a silent, mysterious figure whose only task is to purify a strange and corrupt universe. Sounds normal for a RPG, right? Well, in off, it's anything but. This French indie game, developed by Morty's Ghost, in 2008 takes you on a surreal journey that quickly turns disturbing and philosophical. But what's really going on beneath its bizarre surface? Off wasn't born out from the deep web, as some rumors might suggest, but instead from the mind of a French artist and developer, Maurice Ghost, with a soundtrack composed by alias Conrad Coldwood. Released in 2008, Off began as quiet, small indie project, but over time, its weird, offbeat world attracted a community of fans, especially in the English-speaking world, where its translation helped it gain wider recognition, and the fact that Off is free to play only helped fuel its spread, leading to its current status as cult classic in the world of RPG Maker games. At its core, Off presents us with a world divided into 4 zones: Zone 0, Zone 1, Zone 2, and Zone 3, with each zone governed by a guardian. You, the player, take control of a character known as the Batter, whose mission is to purify this world or zones of specters, ghostly enemies that plague this strange world. But things aren't as simple as they seem. This world feels like a twisted industrial dystopia where the inhabitants, called Eldens, go about their daily, mindless routines in an environment that's equal parts mechanical and nightmarish. As you progress, you realize this world is broken, its inhabitants are suffering, and its guardians have more sinister roles than you're initially led to believe. But the Batter, his single goal is to purify all, whatever that means. Now let's talk about the key character of Off. Each of whom plays a role in its mysterious and unsettling narrative. The Batter, the main character, the silent protagonist controlled by the player, his goal is purification, which sounds noble at first, but as you move through the game, you begin to question what his true motivations are. Is the Batter really a hero, or something far more sinister? The Guardians. There are 4 Guardians, each controlling a different zone. Their names are Didan, Japhet, Enoch, and Hugo. At first, they seem like bosses to defeat, but as you uncover their backstories, they appear more like tragic figures trapped by their own existence. Japhet, for example, controls Zones too, but he hides a dark secret. He's a bear who once tried to comfort the people, only to be feared and hated by them. The Judge, a mysterious talking cat who offers guidance throughout the game. He seems to be the only one who understands what's really happening in this world, but even his true intentions are up for the debate. Is he helping the Batter, or does he have his own agenda? The Queen and Hugo. These 2 characters are revealed near the end of the game, adding a little layer of depth to the story. The Queen is a figure of authority, and Hugo is revealed to have a deeply personal connection to the Batter. But saying more will spoil the game's most shocking twist. Let's get into the deeper philosophical and thematic layers of Off. On the surface, it seems like a weird RPG with creepy bosses and abstract zones, but look closer, and it's a game about control, morality, and the relationship between player and game, power and control. From the start, the Batter follows order without question, and so do you as the player. You expect to blindly follow his mission of purification, but as the game progresses, you're forced to ask yourself, what am I really doing? Off plays with the idea of player agency, asking whether we are actually in control or just complicit in a system we don't understand. Morality and obedience. At first, the Batter seems to be the hero. Purifying zones sounds like a good thing, but as you uncover the truth, you begin to see the darker side of obedience. The Batter's actions, which initially seems righteous, take on a more violent, almost fascistic tone you start to wonder, is it better to blindly follow orders even if they lead to destruction? Existentialism and meaninglessness, much like an existential philosophy of, confronts the player with a world that feels absorbed and meaningless. The Guardians' roles are tragic, the Elsens are trapped in their monotonous, pointless lives, and the batter's mission seems less noble as you progress. It's a reflection on the futility of trying to find meaning in a chaotic universe, much like Camus' concept of the absurd. Off is filled with the little secrets, curiosities that add to its mystique. For example, there's an entire baseball theme running through the game, from the batter's name to the items he uses. It's subtle but purposive motive. Some interpreted this as a metaphor from control, strategy, or even life itself, reduced to a simple game. Off has inspired a slew of fan works, including fan games and art. Its influence is so widespread that even inspired Lisa the Painful. The game's minimalist art style is intentionally unsettling, relying on simple designs that get under your skin rather than flashy graphics. This lo-fi aesthetic is part of what gives off its eerie atmosphere. This bizarre, unsettling game doesn't just challenge your skill as a player, it challenges your perception of morality, control, and purpose. By the time the credits roll, you are left with more questions than answers. Who was the batter really? What does this say about us, the players, who follow orders without thinking? Off is a reflection of our own complicity in systems we don't fully understand, our willingness to follow authority even when it leads us down dark path. It's a game that forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about power, obedience, and ultimately the nature of choice. And that's what makes it a masterpiece of its genre, not just another quirky RPG, but a philosophical experience disguised as one. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and activate the notification bell. And as always, stay weird.